Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome all of you on behalf of the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Authority to a very exciting event, the kickoff of our Heritage Explorer Trolley Stops program. We are going to be jumping on this trolley as soon as we finish this news conference and get a tour of all of our historic sites in downtown Scranton as well as Naog Park. There are a lot of people to thank for this. It's a very exciting program, and it is an outgrowth of the Heritage Roundtable that LHVA sponsors every month with all of our partners. And we have many of our partners here today, and I will name them as we talk about the stops on this trolley. This is actually not only for visitors, but also for our residents, because it is a shuttle bus, actually. It will travel from site to site, and you can get on and get off at your pleasure and at your leisure. It will return to the sites on the hour, on whatever time during the hour that it will be at any particular site. You can plan to either get off or get on an hour later at that very same site. So, first I want to thank the Heritage Roundtable and the partners for all the great ideas that come out of that effort. And we have a wonderful exchange and collaboration on Thursdays, the fourth Thursday of every month. We have breakfast together, and we are sort of the breakfast club. But a lot of the things that are happening around here come from there. Next, but certainly not least, the County of Lackawanna, because the Colts system, Paul Tallarico and Debbie Schrader at Colts have been an important part of planning for this and organizing it, and there were a lot of logistics. And again, thanking the county for dedicating these trolley buses to tourism and also to enhance the visitors, for the experience of visitors and also our own residents. Somebody was just saying if you work at Naog Park, you can come downtown for lunch and then get a ride back, or vice versa. If you work downtown and you want to spend an hour at Naog during the day, this would be wonderful. The trolley will be starting here at the Radisson, traveling to the Hilton, Courthouse Square, the mall at Steamtown, Steamtown National Historic Site, the Electric City Trolley Museum, the Cultural District, where they'll be able to visit the Scranton Cultural Center and the Albright Memorial Library. It will stop at the Cultural District, which is a great corner for some of our most beautiful buildings, the Albright Memorial Library, Lackawanna College, the former Central High School, my alma mater, and the Scranton Cultural Center, and of course across the street, the administration building. If you walk down that block, you get to City Hall, so that's just a great area to stop at. It will be stopping actually on both sides of Courthouse Square, on the Spruce Street side one way, and a little bit later on Linden Street. It will take you to Naog Park and the Davis Trail. There'll be a stop at the Everhart Museum. And last but not least, before returning to the Radisson, at the Lackawanna Historical Society. And all of those stops, with the exception of our two hotels, which are certainly partners in another way, but the rest of those stops all represent our historic and cultural partners. One of these days we hope to be able to get you to McDade Park and the Coal Mine Tour and the Anthracite Museum as well. But right now we're focusing on downtown. This will be the kickoff year. We will be running this the month of August. And next year we hope to do it all summer once we get our act really together and perfected. So I would also like to thank our partners, DCNR, the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources of Pennsylvania, and their Heritage Areas program. We have Dennis DeMara representing the DCNR today, and of course the National Park Service that does fund us as a national heritage area. I hope I didn't leave anybody out, but I do have to thank also our partners like Scranton Tomorrow, the Architectural Heritage Association. They don't actually have sites, but they're integral to this process. So right now I would like to introduce you to Commissioner. Oh, I forgot to mention the most important thing. This shuttle is free. So there's no cost. So when you're in Philadelphia and Boston and New York and all the big cities and see the buses running around taking tourists, you can tell them that Scranton is second to none, and we do it for free because we are so interested. All of the people and the organizations I mentioned are so anxious to enhance the visitor experience in Scranton and to bring people to Scranton to appreciate the amazing historic and cultural sites and history that we have here, that we're welcoming people for free to get around to these places, these very special places. So now I'd like to introduce Commissioners Robert Cordero and A.J. Munchak, who will tell us about why they are so supportive of this effort.
Thank you very much, Natalie. We appreciate it. We want to thank the Heritage Valley Authority board members who are here. I see Harry Lindsay's here, Janine Eichler, Marissa Bevilacqua, Tom Bell. Who else is here? Is Barbara Colangelo here? Okay. And Tom Welby. So we appreciate them. Oh, and Alan Sweeney, the head of the Historic Society. We appreciate him and all of his efforts. And on behalf of AJ and myself, 2 years ago, and somebody that is not here but that we have to thank, our then Director of Transportation, Jim Finan, came to me and said, we can get a hold of these historic trolley buses at no cost to the taxpayers. There is money available, there's funds available, and there are buses available. I said, go get them. We thought and still believe and know that historic tourism is the future of Lackawanna County. Sounds like an oxymoron? Very true. As we stand in front of this beautiful hotel, and behind us is this beautiful bus, we see history remade and history remade. And Lackawanna County and Scranton are all about that. And we very much believe that our Heritage Valley, in concert with our historical facilities, our Department of Historical Facilities, and all of the things that Lackawanna County has to offer, our Department of Tourism, we have so much to show people in such a condensed space, and it is for free. There's no place that has preserved history as we have, much of it by accident because there was no development. We must be honest on that front. But we have such history architecturally, physically, culturally, that we need to take advantage of it and tell people what it's all about. And as they come in through our beautiful mural on the Central Scranton Expressway, they know that they're coming to a progressive city which honors its heritage. And we enjoy the buses. We know they will be well utilized. We've been doing this for First Fridays for artistic purposes for a couple of years now. It's worked exceptionally well then. We know it'll work on historic Scranton as well. And we thank the hotels, we thank Heritage Valley, and all of the partners who participated and made this happen. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
And last but certainly not least, I want to pay special recognition to Tom Cipriano. Where is Tom? Right there. He is a member of our staff, and he is the star of this trolley program, because wait until you take this 1-hour bus ride. You will be treated to an audio tour, and it's a unique GIS-based tour. It's not just taped, but it will be, the narration is set off by the location you're in. So you can be sure when you're passing the Cultural Center, you'll be hearing about the Cultural Center. Tom tied together all the loose ends as well as being the narrator of this tour. And Tom, we couldn't have done it without you, so thank you.
Thank you, and now it's time to ride.
The next stop is at Scranton's newest hotel, the Hilton Scranton and Conference Center. Completed in 2003, the Hilton features ultra-modern amenities in its 19 meeting rooms and has incorporated decorations and memorabilia in the design of its lobby from one of Scranton's former luxury hotels, the Hotel Casey.
Brief description of what we're doing right now?
Actually, we are riding on a brand new trolley bus, courtesy of Colts, and we're taking a tour of Scranton, and along the way we're being informed of the upcoming stops and Scranton historical information through an audio system that's been put in place on the trolleys, and it's GPS enabled, so you don't actually need a tour guide for this to work. The unit sits in the bus, and as we hit certain points on the map, the audio starts and kind of keeps people posted as to where they are and where we're headed.
Okay, when will this be available to the public?
The program is going to run Fridays and Saturdays through Labor Day, and we're going to start at 10 a.m. on Fridays and 12 noon on Saturdays, and the program runs till 4 o'clock both days.
Okay, and where could they catch the bus?
There are going to be several stops throughout the city, at the Radisson Hotel, at the Hilton, at the mall, at Steamtown National Historic Site. We're going to have different places throughout where you can actually pick up the trolley, but there are going to be maps also around town. Maps and flyers that have a listing of all of the stops where people can get on and off the trolley.
Okay.
The next stop features Scranton's historic Courthouse Square. The imposing courthouse at the center of the square gained national attention in 1902 when it served as the official meeting site during the Great Anthracite Coal Strike. During the strike, President Theodore Roosevelt came to Scranton and met with labor leader John Mitchell and the Anthracite Strike Commission to help resolve labor issues and end the 5-month strike.
I'm having a great time. I enjoy Scranton. I enjoy coming here. I have a few friends here, and I think the history and the museums are great, and I really appreciate the Lackawanna Valley Heritage Association and the work they do. I think it's really very worthwhile.
The next stop is the mall at Steamtown. The mall features almost 90 specialty stores and includes the 8-screen Marquee Cinema Complex, recently remodeled to include stadium seating. Completed in 1993 at a cost exceeding $100 million, the mall at Steamtown was a daring initiative intended to bring about the rehabilitation of Scranton's downtown. Now in its 14th year, the mall is supported by 4 large anchor tenants and 88 retailers, providing a complete one-stop shopping experience in downtown Scranton.
The tour is absolutely fantastic. Being able to ride the trolley through the city of Scranton, see all the different historical aspects of the city, and get fed information through this wonderful system on the GPS system on the bus as you pass by a point of interest to give you a nice description of the point that you're seeing, all for free, is absolutely unheard of. It's unheard of in this day and age. And the people of Scranton are very fortunate to have the attributes in the city that we have, and for people to be able to come in from out of town and ride this absolutely gorgeously restored trolley through the city and enjoy the sights and sounds of the city. Just a wonderful thing for Scranton. It's a great day for Scranton today.
Welcome to Steamtown National Historic Site.
Honestly, we're coming up to my favorite section, the cultural district. I feel absolutely thrilled to live in a city that has blocks that are historically and architecturally as interesting as this, and I think the cultural district coming up is probably the key to that.